You just waltz in here like you have not just ghosted me for 2 weeks. Oh, they call me, you don't speak to me, you tell me nothing, and you walk into my house like nothing ever happened.
Calm down.
There is something about the end of the year that makes people honest with themselves. The dreams that worked out, the plans that didn't, and the promises we made to ourselves that time is running out. This is the story of a man who did everything right. Smart, successful, logical, and yet watched 3 relationships fail in 1 year.
My name is Ayola Badmos, CEO Numera. This year, I dated 4 ladies. Mary was anything but a virtuous woman. Faith had 0 faith in me. Precious wasted my precious time. And Beauty, well, let's go see what becomes of Beauty.
And when the 4th one collapsed, he didn't spiral, yet he did something far more dangerous. He believed.
You're actually mad. To get married on Christmas Day, you don't even have a girlfriend.
Bro, that's why it's called faith, right? A faith challenge. What is faith? Substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen. I am having faith that if I find a wedding planner, God will bring me my bride.
After hearing a sermon on faith, this young tech CEO makes a decision that sounds crazy to everyone else.
You've tried everything. You've sampled everything. You've even planned your next step. But all those steps fail. Why don't you try God?
By Christmas Day, I'll be married. No bride, no plan, just faith and a ticking clock. Here is a wedding planner, already tired of waiting for our own ring, tasked with planning a wedding for a groom who hasn't even found his bride. This is a bride for the season, and it's not just a love story. It's a conversation about faith, fear, timing, and what happens when logic finally meets the heart. Let's talk about it. A Bride for the Season is a 2025 Nigerian romantic drama from Omoni Oboli, streaming on Omoni Oboli TV. It stars Timini Egbuson as a young, highly logical tech CEO, Bamike BamBam as a wedding planner holding our own hearts together. With strong support from Uzor Osimkpa, Sydney Chisom, and Dera Anidiobi. At first glance, it looks like a festive love story, but underneath the Christmas lights is a film asking deeper questions. Can faith override logic? Can love be scheduled? And what happens when belief forces action before certainty? This film centers on a young tech CEO, a man who lives by data, probability, and strategy. This year alone, he's had 3 failed relationships. Each one ended not in chaos, but in quiet disappointment.
I just got you through this bag last week. Manage now, come on. Money is not going on the trees of Beauty.
I was managing you anyways.
What do you mean by that? Like,
At this point, frustration meets exhaustion. Then a sermon changes everything. A message about faith, about stepping out before the evidence appears. And in a move that sounds insane to everyone around him.
I am having faith that if I find a wedding planner, God will bring me my bride.
The year is running out. Time is not on his side. And there is no bride. This is where BamBam's character enters the story. And honestly, this is where the film truly finds its emotional footing. She's a wedding planner by profession, but a woman in emotional limbo by reality. His relationship with Femi is stalled, not because there is no love, but because fear, family expectations, and hesitation keep pushing commitments further away. So here is the irony. She's tasked with planning a wedding for a man who doesn't even have a bride, while she herself is waiting on a man who won't move forward. Logic meets faith, urgency meets delay, confidence meets emotional fatigue. And from here, the film begins to quietly ask, who actually understands love better? The planner who is tired of waiting, or the man bold enough to believe before seeing? This film works because it understands Nigerian realities. 1. Logic versus faith. The tech CEO isn't reckless, he is logical, but logic has failed him emotionally. The film doesn't mock faith, and it doesn't dismiss logic. Instead, it shows the tension between the two, and how both can be incomplete on their own. 2. Relationship delays. BamBam's storyline reflects modern relationships. Not broken, not toxic, just stuck. Fear of family approval, fear of responsibilities, fear of timing. 3. Cultural pressure. Marriage isn't just personal in Nigeria, it is cultural. Deadlines are loud, expectations are louder. The film understands that pressure and clearly showed it without much knowing. Here's what I love about the performances and chemistry of Timini and BamBam. As for Timini Egbuson, this might be one of his more controlled performances. He doesn't overplay the genius. He lets silence do the work. You feel a man tired of failing, not loud, not dramatic, just worn out. Then BamBam. This is a grounded, mature performance. She plays emotional restraint beautifully. You see the conflict in her eyes, wanting love but afraid of more disappointment. Her performance carries warmth without weakness. Now onto their chemistry. It isn't forced. It builds in looks, conversations, pauses. This is not instant fireworks. It is slow realization. These are the strengths of the film. 1. A unique premise. Planning a wedding without a bride is not gimmicky here. It is symbolic. 2. Cultural honesty. Faith, family, fear and pressure feel authentic. 3. Christmas atmosphere without overdoing it. 4. Strong emotional restraint. The film trusts the audience to feel. This is not noise-driven Nollywood. This is intention-driven storytelling. But I feel some supporting characters could have used more depth. I feel emotional beats resolve slightly too neatly, but nothing here breaks the film. A Bride for the Season reminds us that love cannot be bullied by timelines. Faith without action is empty, but action without wisdom is dangerous. Waiting isn't always wisdom, and moving isn't always recklessness. Sometimes the miracle isn't the wedding, but the courage to believe again. On the Doziewrites Truth Meter, I'll rate this movie a 7.5 out of 10. A warm, thoughtful Christmas romance drama that has something to say. If you haven't seen A Bride for the Season yet, head straight to Omoni Oboli's YouTube channel and watch it. Let me know in the comments, do you believe in faith-driven decisions or you trust logic more? Like this video and share it to someone who needs it. Subscribe for more honest, thoughtful movie reviews and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. I am Dozie and this is my take.